Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afkar, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. So, yeah, happy to connect with you here. So, thank you for sharing with us this time and space, whether live or on replay. And also very excited that Denise Ricard is back on the show. I think this is our fourth call with her, and how to say, like, I really love her energy. Um, it's very authentic, very loving, and how to say, like, we can feel that how she cares to people she connects with or people she works with, and how she gives with so much authenticity, and also the messages that she channels and the guidance and the healing that she provides. It can be very, very inspiring. It can bring lots of clarity and how to say, really help uh, to bring us back to our true self, to connect to our, how to say, to our inner God presence that is within us. And this is part of what we will be discussing today. So she will be sharing about living the dreams of our soul and how we can also deepen that connection with the God presence within us. And also she will be sharing about the challenges that we can be facing um, in remembering and reactivating this connection, and also in creating what we really desire in our life, regardless of of the outer world circumstances. Because many times we give so much power to that, and we forget about our true power as divine creators. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. She will also channel a live transmission for the group, and also help to clear blocks that can prevent us from embodying this God presence within us. So yeah, and for those of you who are new to Denise, she is the Galactic Numerologist, light language sacred codes transmitter, divine channel, and intuitive soul path coach. And also, we will have a Q&A later on the call. So as always, for that, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on Zoom if you want to ask your question. And also you can type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And if you are on the phone, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. And yeah, so that's Denise. Welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Mansaf, and hello, everyone who's here live and tuning in at another time. Everything that is all the energy and everything that comes through, whether you're here live or tuning in at another now moment, is the energy is in the present moment for you, and I'm so glad to be back here. Monsef and I were talking a little bit about the weather before we got on, because I'm in the Midwest and we have a lot of snow, and he's in a warm area that's feeling a little cool. And so there's all of this. And also one of the things that and the channeling's already coming through, and there's also something that we were chatting about, that we're in only halfway through the first month of 2024, and the energies are very, very different. And we all perceive energies, we all receive energies in our own unique way. And so that there may be something being observed as being different and maybe um, a little lighter, either when a situation comes up, and we'll talk more about this, and I'd love to hear from you what you're experiencing, that it might be something that comes up in the emotional body, or something that that is something relationship in your outer world, or the way that you're feeling or perceiving, that there's the energies are shifting constantly. They're constantly evolving and expanding because we are here. Every one of us here on the earth at this time is here to bring in a permanent seventh golden crystal age. And that's very exciting, and it's very hopeful. And we've taken on, we are our God presence, our unique God presence in a body. So we've taken on the human form, and then throughout the ages, the human form has taken on belief systems of the mental mind, of the human creation. And so what's really shifting for all of us with the light that's coming in, for the light that we're each downloading uniquely on our own soul, on our own path, on our own soul journey, as well as what we are harnessing from the cosmos, from the earth, from all the beings that are assisting us. All of that is assisting anything that is the human creation part of us to be lifted off and to be released. And so as we're talking today about living the dreams of the soul, like that's experiencing the human life, experiencing your life in the outside world from a whole different perspective, from this connection, this greater connection to what your soul, your God presence, your higher self, however you want to connect, and that more of what's inside is being reflected on the outside. And so really living the dreams of your soul it's how you live a joyful and happy life, because then you're in resonance with everything, with your own truths. And there's going into the heart. The heart is like the main portal of where our flame is, our unique God flame. And then there is tapping into all of that wisdom, all of that love that is already within us. And then being able to see that reflecting in the outside world, because that's a key when we are connecting inwardly and receiving that information, receiving that knowing, receiving, like trusting what's coming through, then that informs our actions, what we do, how we live our life. And it may mean that you take a different action than you would have any other time in your life, or maybe it's also stepping back, and where you've been active, it's just allowing yourself to be more in a space of surrendering. And so as the energies are just so beautiful here, and galactic numerology is always it's always with me, and it's always channeling through. And today we are on this day of this broadcast, we are in the first month, and on the 18th day of 2024. And so the 1 of the infinite, the 18 of trust, the 20 of integration, and the 24 of dream. And so no matter when you tune in, that's the energy that is coming forth. Like, it's no accident. It's absolutely divinely attuned that we are here with all of you today, that we are together. And again, whether you're listening at another now moment or you're here live on this call. So just taking a few moments to connect, and as the energies are just if you could, if you want to just close your eyes for a moment, and what that does is it just, it kind of removes the outside world. It removes what the eyes are seeing in the outside world, and focusing on your heart, and your heart chakra, and your physical heart, and just taking some deep breaths in and out, and just asking your higher self, asking that inner knowing within you to just give you a message. Like, it could be a feeling, like maybe you get a little tingling, maybe there's a word that drops in. Maybe it's even just feeling more relaxed than you were when you first came on the call. Just trusting and allowing the energies, the frequencies and vibrations, because so much of the challenging work has been done. And yes, there is more. There's always more. There is the releasing, like the releasing of, again, that all of that human creation that's been a part of human embodiment for thousands of years. And all of those imprints, whether that they're in the DNA, and then you incarnate and they reincarnate, and that's all being lifted off and shifted through the higher energies. And so when you are living the dream of your soul, and the dream of your soul is directly connected to your purpose. You knew when you came in, before you came in, that you have this purpose for being on the earth, and that is also that it is not going to be like any other lifetime, and that there's going to be this releasing of layers and layers and layers of lifetimes that we're existing from the human perspective of duality, of separation, of the right and wrong thinking. That's separation. Miata kasa siasta kuna ki I siasta kanata a niomata kusa ta I siasta kanata a. And we're just bringing through these beautiful energies for you. And just even imagine like this rose in your heart. Yata osakata shiataka, this fully bloomed rose. Shiona kopati shiastaka hahana te. And there's a dream. There's a dream that is asking to come true in your life. Miatakusa ta'a siataka'a niotu usenaki si shiasakan. That rose is holding that dream for you. And as you see, or as you notice, or as you just sense, or just know, however it is that you perceive it, that this rose is in full bloom. And so is that dream. One particular dream, there's many. It is, we're in the year 2024, and in Galactic Numerology, 24 is dream. Dream meaning envisioning and like illuminating the vision, and really feeling that vision, like connecting to that feeling within you. And it's not the emotional body, it's the feeling body that is a part of your divine makeup. The emotions are like how something might be felt. So it might be an emotion of joy, or an emotion of anger, or like it's like the emotion is how something is felt within the human body. And the feeling in its divine wholeness is like how you amp up that dream. So just connecting to that dream, connecting to what you envision your life, like if it was the end of the year 2024, that this dream that's come true, like how does that feel for you? Yata katashi Niomada husana kahasana ka kiana umata ashiastaka. Yokosa nati shiona koosa. And just feel the joy of it. Like living in a whole different place. Like not physical space, but yet living in a whole new energetic space. Your soul, your unique God presence is desiring for you to experience the best of you, the truth of you, the divineness of you. Yasanakata shiuna paka siandaka a. Yomataka shiastaka a. And as everything that is in the divine is in wholeness, there's this pouring in of the wholeness of the divine feminine that's coming in, and that has been pouring onto the earth more and more. And then as you're experiencing the releasing of any energies that no longer serve, that there's more space for you to receive the high energies, the high frequency energies of love and joy, like what they truly are from a divine sense. These high frequency energies being experienced in your outer life. And that in this transmission as well, there's the Holy Spirit, the divine feminine aspect that is working within you to also assist on all levels, your mental, like your higher mental body, your physical body, your feeling body. Feel that illumination within. And then this also assists you in attracting all that your soul desires for you, all that you desire. And then as we've talked about as we've been here with many of you and with others, that there is the living your life. So there's all that's going on in the outer world, and there's the living your life with your own truth. And then when it feels like there's things are challenging, and then you're getting these maybe these lower emotions that are showing up in your life that is not in alignment with what your inner truth is. So it's also a flag. It's like it's something to be looked at and to deepen into, so that the course of direction that you take, the choices that you make, are based on that which you come into resonance with. Niyamata ko oshiastata, iona ka asiata usata ana, kiuma asia sakosi, siona ko usana, iosakata, yana ko usa, miona he kia, niona kusa, she se siona ku. So just taking a few moments, we know we brought a lot of energy and information, and yet that's wisdom. If it feels like your mind is trying to figure all of it out, just surrender, just allow what's coming into your heart and coming into your higher knowing. Maybe there's something, that an action that you're being inspired to take, like right after the call, or something that just is asking to be shifted or changed. Just bringing that into alignment, bring your life into alignment. Niyamaka shiostoko sata. And then going back to that dream and that rose in full bloom. So your dream is in full bloom, and you're really feeling that dream is true for you in your life. And it doesn't have to be at the end of the year. It can be now. It can be in this now moment. Because even like shifting something that has been feeling like it's out of alignment, when you bring that back into alignment with who it is, who your truth is, what your truth is, who you truly are as the divine, and then you're in cohesion with your soul path and purpose, that just opens up so much opportunity, so many doors. Just feeling joy, whether you are receiving any particular information now, maybe something drops in later, but knowing that by setting this intention, by taking this time and going within, you are connected. Yanaka ashiasati, and that there are many angels around each of you. Angels are here more and more, and you always have your guardian angel. Yasata kakia sianakuusa nakakiata. Perhaps there's ascended masters that you work with, or cosmic beings. Maybe you're just being open to that, all the the guidance that is coming from the divine. And then you start noticing that things are shifting in your outer life. Like some of those things that may have seemed to be bothersome, or just like kind of this constant like undertone, like that was just not resonant, just goes away. And it's through your choice, dear one. Your choice to be living from your soul, the dreams of your soul, the divineness within. Yahomata shiastakasi. Ikia hana tatea sato sanakihekia. And Niki Isi shi Sioko Osa, and what we're bringing through here with the light language. And light language is frequencies and vibrations that are beyond words, beyond the frequency or vibration of words. And yet we may have like words to describe, and yet what we're bringing through now are these divine feminine frequencies. Yahona ke esiata osa kata mioko o, that is touching and connecting to your Holy Spirit within, that divine feminine. Yako osa te ki shiosopa siana kaka siota osa. Iosa kata siana meke. Niata osa na ki esi. And just these energies are for you. And each of you, in whatever way, as you're calling forth these higher states of consciousness, like these codes, these light language codes contain those, like the keys to unlock that which you're asking to now unlock. It could be in the DNA level. It could be in the molecular level, the cellular level of your physical body. It could be in your mind, your mental mind, to be in coherence with your heart, so that you're coming from your higher mind. Yasana te kisi, iokakana taasi. She sionoman teke si ki siata o. In any place where there's anything surfacing now, like some doubt about, is this really working, or how is this working? Like any place where the mental mind is bringing anything in that wants to be released, it's allowing that to be released. It's no longer needed. It goes back into wholeness. The violet flame transmutes, brings it back into wholeness. Miyata osana kakia sata. And then just taking a deep breath in and out, and just doing that sigh, that like that release, that relief. Feeling the lightness. Yandabo. There may even be like tears of gratitude and appreciation for all of this, for yourself, dear one, for choosing to be here, to be choosing all that you've been choosing up to now, because we know you've been doing the work. As the frequency rises, there's like, it's go time. Yata to keep expanding and evolving. And if you ever feel like you're digging your heels in or resisting, just allowing to let go and surrender. Because that's like part of that, again, that mental mind, that human programming of like, this is the way it's got to be done. Any other way, I'm not safe. And you are safe. You're always safe. Yasata kiyasa mioma ta'a shiasta kotishiana. You're just going to sit in the silence for a few moments here, bringing in some integration energies. Then we'll move into a place of community and discussion, sharing awarenesses. Hmm. Yomataka, Yonatakia, Nyonatake, Isiko Sanaha. You are a beloved of the divine. You are a unique essence and aspect of Source, dear one. And you are remembering that more and more. You are shedding the layers. You've shed so many layers. And we are here to assist you. All of the angels, cosmic beings, the masters, and also that connection to your own inner self, your Christ self, your I am presence, your God self. That is an energy of being within this body and connecting more and more and just like feeling that presence, like that's moving you, that's moving you in a certain direction. And the connection within every day, beginning of your day, end of your day, whenever you can connect in during your day. That connection builds and builds and builds, and then becomes a reflection of your outer reality, your outer life. We love you and we support you, and we have so much appreciation and gratitude for you and your path and this journey that you are on. And so we complete this transmission now, and we continue to transmit in the background, yet Denise will come more into the forefront. So just slowly coming back, maybe placing your hands on your heart, rubbing your hands together, feeling your feet on the floor, your seat where you're sitting. Taking some deep breaths in and out. If you have some water, taking some sips of water and drinking lots of water today, more than you usually do. Blessing your water, drinking, nourishing your physical body as all of these keys and codes are lighting up within. Beautiful. And just opening your eyes when you're ready.
Well, beautiful. Thank you so much, Denise. Yeah, that was really profound. And like for me, at some point, I started seeing maybe the challenges I'm having as it's like something I created as like just trying to find a reason, not to step fully in the new energy or my true power, because it feels unfamiliar. So it's not something uh known yet. But it's in the end, it's us who make things easier or complicated. It's not the outer world. So that's the image I got. Um,
Beautiful.
when
And
you were talking about the soul dreams. Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah that's all.
Yeah, I was just gonna, and also I was gonna ask, like when you felt the challenges coming forth, like what was arising, how did that feel different, let's say from a year ago or 2 years ago? Because they're like as things are asking to be released, we've done so much of the work, we're more aware of it. Like, did you notice, did you notice a difference?
It's more like recognizing what it is faster. Before it
Yes.
was taking a very long time. If I became aware of what is happening, sometimes I just wasn't. I didn't recognize the truth of what was happening.
Yes.
It feels like things are becoming easier, or maybe take less time and energy than before.
Yes. Yes. And so it makes it's like that also has to do with like kind of the time crunching because as we're or the time shifting because as we're raising our frequency and becoming more multidimensional, then we flow through things more quickly. So I'm just wondering too, thank you for that, Mansa, for for those awarenesses. And yeah, I'm wondering if
Yeah,
anybody else has any awarenesses too.
yeah. Everyone would love to hear your feedback. You can type it on the chat box on Zoom or YouTube. Um, let's see, Melissa. Maybe I will read the last one. A deep embodiment of my truth. As you speak, I am in deep awareness that the truth I know, that there is no loss and only a change in energy. I feel it in my body, what I have been asking for.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That is so key. I'm so glad that you brought that forth because that's exactly what it is. It's a change in energy. It's a change in the frequency. And it comes from a choice point. It comes from shifting that energy out and then it just feels lighter, doesn't it? That's perfect. Thank you for bringing that forth.
Yeah. And also, do we take questions? If
Yes, yes,
yeah.
absolutely. Yes, of
So
course. Yeah.
yeah. So just a reminder, everyone, if you want to ask your question, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on Zoom. If you are, we don't have phone callers. So yeah, also you can type your question on the chat. Violet, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, and thank
Hello.
you. Thank you for taking my question. And thank you for the process, by the way, as well. This really spoke to me because I am, with the current circumstances, I'm really feeling pushed to make changes, and I'm day to day doing something that is not in alignment with my higher levels or creator consciousness. And so I feel the urgency. And it's like there's, it's like non-negotiable. So it has to be something that is in complete alignment. And I have a deep longing to go direct and to move forward with something that is in complete alignment, without any detours. Because I've done many detours in the past 20 years. And right now, 20 years ago, I kind of walked away from a international civil servant career with United Nations. And then I had a lot of explorations and tried to kind of move forward, with my creativity. I had a lot of different directions, but I never managed to kind of make it through, into actual physical manifestations of it beyond just exploring. And then I went into corporate and I spent there, about 7 years. And right now I'm really not it's not knowing which way to go. Basically, that's and consciously I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a time to to still to go back to the international civil servant. I still have time to do something there, or continue in the corporate but just a different company, grow further in that direction, or further develop my singing path, or maybe something completely different. I really am not feeling or seeing anything that would kind of be a next step for me. And I don't know if you have any, whatever presents for you to share. I would be very, very grateful for that.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you for sharing all that, Violet. I love the violet flame. And also it's going to come later, but I'm going to invite you to come in 1 week. I'm doing a group 45-minute of tapping into like what your soul wants to come forward in 2024. So I'll invite you to that. And again, so what's coming through is to, as you have these different options, to perhaps even write them down, and then to take time to go inside and say, if I go this route and I go back to this, what is my soul telling me? How do I feel? And then allow your mind to just shut off. And if your mind wants to be still kind of controlling that, just call in like your higher self and say, just let's shut the mind off. We're just going to go in the heart and then see what comes to you. And it may be a feeling, like when you say to, become a civil servant, then you go back and like, right, if you're feeling like any kind of like angst or there's something coming up, then you can also see, is that coming from your mind or is it coming from your inner self? So you've got options, and there's more than even just the three that you mentioned in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 And so,
I am aware of that. Yeah.
yes, beautiful, beautiful. And so in making a choice, and in making a choice, you are going to already be choosing to move into a different direction. So maybe even picking one of those and saying, okay, when I choose this, how am I going to feel? How is it going to change my life? So it's just tapping in, go into to your heart, and then start ruling things out. And then once something is not cohesive with your inner truth, let it go. Let it go. It's not an option. And then all of a sudden you're going to see these other options opening up as well. Okay. Does that help, Violet?
Yes. Well, actually, I have tried feeling into it, and it just doesn't work. There's a lot of pressure on it, especially since I don't have another 20 years to just waste on
Yes.
figuring out what I'm gonna do when I grow up.
Yes, and I will tell you that you have received, as everyone has here, some very high frequency keys and codes today. So you could never really go back, and you can make choices to maybe delay yourself, but you can't go back into the energy. Energy is always evolving and expanding, so you can just let that go. Let your mental mind let go of that. You could loop back. You can't. You can only move forward. And then knowing that, allowing your heart to come forward and say, this is what's in resonance with what I want. So I'm inviting you to that workshop if you can come next week.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Violet. Thank you so much for that. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Violet. And thank you, Denise. So a question from Linda. I have been so challenged with fear and overwhelming anxiety. This process was so wonderful to help calm me. It seems the more I release and evolve, the more challenges come within myself. Any suggestions as to how to maintain balance in a more accurate and consistent way, which is more in alignment with what I cherish, which is living in love, light, and holding space for others, as I once did, easily and in alignment. Guess I'm looking for a way to return to alignment with it. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah, Linda, thank you so much. And I know there's a lot of fear and a lot of doubt. And again, the emotions that come from that can literally stop someone in their tracks. And so I don't know if you are familiar with the violet flame and Saint Germain, and yet that's what's coming forward first for you is it's a divine flame of transmutation. And so you can even just sit in the violet flame, and it's not something that burns. It's not like a flame on the outside. It's a divine flame that helps to transmute, because you have the energy that's coming through, as you wrote that out. The energy that is coming through is the true divineness of you, of wanting to be in the love and be in the light, and to be a support for others. And so any place where you are, like this program is running within you that needs to be transmuted, to allow that to be transmuted, sent back into wholeness. You could use the violet flame. You can use whatever whatever way to release old programming, because there's something there that is becoming a loop. It's like if I release more, and you said it, because as you release more challenges come in. So also shifting the energy to, as I release, I become lighter. As I release, I am seeing more of my path. So really even shifting the way that you're talking to yourself, the words that you're using, to really, because that's energy. Our words are energy, and our thoughts are energy, and that becomes more cohesive with what your soul wants. Because as you are following your soul path, there, like, everything flows. Everything flows. And you have that desire within. So it's just releasing that, anything that's coming up for you, and saying, once this comes up, I release it and I'm done with it. And then, yes, there may be more things, but you're going to notice more and more and more that they come and go a lot quicker. And just know too that you've received so much frequency, so many energies today, and that everything, like when you first came onto the call, and then as you're going out, that things are shifting for you already. And by also bringing, that's like an intention. You've brought your intention, and really honing in on that part of you where you said that you want to be in this consistent way, more of in alignment with what you're choosing to live in light and love, and to be supporting others. Like, make that your stance, make that a non-negotiable. And then anything else that tries to get in the way, no. Just, it's like, it's standing in your power, putting your foot down. I hope that helps, Linda.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Denise. And
Yes.
thank you, Linda, for the question. And we'd love to hear your feedback. You can type it on the chat box. And yeah, before continuing with the questions, I would love if you can tell us maybe more about the masterclass that will happen on the 25th this month, and also the one-on-one session. It's a 60-minute private session. And I invite everyone to visit the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Denise, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Denise. DENISE. DENISE. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description, and the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. So yeah, so Denise, I would love if you can tell us about the two packages.
Yes, thank you. And
Thank
so
you.
I'm inviting all of you. Thank you so much, Mansa, for all of that. So I'm inviting all of you. It's 1 week from today, and just register, even if you can't be there, because you'll get the recording, and we're doing some worksheets, and the theme that has been coming through for me, like it was coming through the last part of 2023, was like the star, like being the star you are, and wishing upon the star and stars, and just everything, like all the Disney stuff, all this the star and the dream, like all coming through this really magical energy. And we're just going to meet for 45 minutes, and it's really going to be it's going to be like we're doing a little bit of work here. You're going to come up with your theme for 2024, and you're going to come up with five areas, like the 5 points of the star, that are intentions that you want to set for 2024. And there may be more, and yet we're also going to be connecting in right at the beginning to connect you in more, and then to allow what is coming through from your inner self, from your soul, so that you're in resonance, that the intentions that you're setting aren't something that you write down in January and then you forget about, or like that's the old paradigm, right? That's the old way of doing it. When you're in connection with your inner self and you're coming from that place and you're setting your intentions from that place, then that's what's guiding you through your year. And then so much happens, so much magic happens. And then also what I've included in the special offer is if you want to like really deep dive into one of those areas with me and the guides, then we'll do a one-on-one. And I would say to get that scheduled because I'm doing some sacred retreats in February. So a couple of the weeks of February are already scheduled out. So but if you really want to deep dive and get more answers or connection, then we'll be doing that in the one-on-one. So you'll have some bespoke energies coming through, some guidance and all of that. So yeah, yes, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much, Denise.
Yes.
Yeah, for both the master class and yeah, I know the energy will be powerful, like the energy that you bring and the way you hold the space. It's really beautiful, very safe and can be also powerful. And coming together with the group can really amplify the energy. So thank you for that. Thank you for the one-on-one session. And I know it can be very inspiring from my own experience and also from feedback I received before from our audience. So,
Yeah,
and
and it
yeah,
yes. Thank you. Thank you. I was just gonna say it, and really it just shifts your life. Like when you're in harmony with your inner guidance, it just everything, your life just becomes so different. And you'll be noticing that more and more and more as we go into this year of 2024. Yes. Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much, Denise. And yeah, again, everyone, I invite you to visit the link and sign up for the package that resonates more with you. And you can find them on the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Denise, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Denise, DENISE. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, on YouTube video description, and also on the chat boxes on YouTube and Zoom. Yeah. So
Thank you,
spend
Linda.
time.
Yeah, Linda said that really helped her. So thank you so much for that feedback as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, I will read it. Thank you so much. Your response touched my heart and soul. I am so grateful for your insights. Bless you and thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda. And Tatiana, can you please unmute yourself?
Oh, can't hear you, Tatiana. You're muted.
Yes.
I thought, okay, sorry.
There we go. There we go.
Pushed
Now
it
we can
like
hear
3
you.
times. Well,
Hello.
my question is more physical. I had a problem with my eyes, like for more than a month. Like they feel very dry and kind of hurt. It hurts literally. I went to the doctor. She said, "Oh, you just need the drops." But I was wondering if there is something I don't want to see, or I don't see, or is it connected to something in my body? If you could give me something, would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, yes, and the drops will definitely help. And so I love that you brought that forward because that is going deeper into like if there is something happening physically in the body, there may be something that is wanting to shift. So when you ask, like, is there something that you don't want to see? What would that be that you don't want to see? Like, what is it? Is it releasing a relationship in your life? And And
Could be.
yes. And so then the next question that's coming is, why would you not want to see all of it?
Maybe I'm holding onto 3D. Like big part of me is already in 5D, but some part of me is in 3D.
Yes, yes. Okay. And here's the thing, as we're in the human body, our soul, our divineness, we're in the human body. So we are, we're walking around the earth, and we can be of the world, but we don't have to be in the world. So so maybe it is like not having to see what's going on in the world if you're watching news, or if you're tuning in like to see what's going on, maybe it is more to go within and to see internally more than externally. So maybe it's taking more time within instead of paying attention to what's going on outside, because then that, excuse me, that pulls you in different directions. And then you're not also tuning into what your inner guidance is. So is that, what would you say about that? What awarenesses are you having with that?
Yeah, it's about probably seeing my talents and acting on them.
Okay.
Instead of, yeah, I lose a lot of energy by interacting with outer world. Yeah.
Yes. 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 And as you're saying that, I'm glad you said that, because again, there is the interaction in the outer world, yet where's that coming from? Is it coming from interacting and reacting because there's something that happened in the outer world? So it's more of a reaction. And then instead of being out in the world because because there's something you're following, something like you said, some talent that you have that is asking to be expressed. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it, Denise. Thank you so much. Thank
you,
you,
Tatiana. Thank you.
Tatiana.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Denise. A question from Melissa. 2023 was a 9-year for me in numerology. My birthday is coming up on the 9th February, and I'm a 1 life path. And 2024 is a 1 year for me personally. Can you shed some light on whether the deep dark dive of 2023 will be shifting so I can live my dream of healing, teaching, and guiding this year? Thank you so much for being here today with such beautiful energy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for all of that, Melissa. Yes, and that's like all the numerology. And happy birthday. My birthday is 10 days after yours. So happy birthday to you coming up, and to anybody else who's got birthdays coming up. And I love that you've talked about like the numerology because there's the numerology of the year 2024, which adds up to an 8. And in galactic numerology, that is clarity. And then also the 2024, the 20 is integration, the 2 is belief, the 0 is wholeness, and the 24 is dream. So, and you mentioned something about the 1 year.
That's
And
2024, and also her.
Yes, and that
her
it
life
sounds,
path.
yeah, you went through a lot in 2023. Is that what you're saying? Is that you released a lot in 2023? Yes. And so so there's so many different ways that we could go here, because there's the universal year of the 8, and then there's your birthday, there's your life path number, which in galactic numerology is called your cosmic soul path mastery number. So it's what you've come to master in this lifetime. And so I guess what is coming forward here is that you definitely, like, you are tapped into numbers, and they come through. It seems that you see numbers, they come through all the time for you. You're tapping into the energy. So in traditional numerology, the energy of the one represents the gifts, and then the challenges. So traditional numerology really focuses on the duality, and so perhaps if you are like, that's the difference between traditional numerology and galactic numerology. Galactic numerology is all about the wholeness, so it's everything in wholeness, and so perhaps as you would talk, we're talking about that you had a deep dark dive in 2023, that you are living this year of 2024 by also releasing whatever that was that came through, whatever came through for you, because the one is infinite. So you're an infinite being, and there was much that was released for so many of us, probably for all of us in 2023, and even back the last couple of years. And so really just knowing the infinite nature of you, and that it's like numerology is like, it's tapping into different energies. It also shows up to give you like messages and signs and signals. And so to be really focusing on the positive aspects of your numerology, and then how you can utilize your numerology in coherence. And it's the same with astrology. Like, it's all shifting and changing, so that it's all about like the higher purpose. It's the higher purpose of your soul. And there's a lot of astrologers out there who are also working. One of my favorites is Pam Gregory, who are working in even looking at the new higher aspects and higher energies of the astrology, because it all plays a role in our life. It all plays a role in what we are, like why we came on the earth, our birthday. There's so much to it. So yeah, I could just go that on and on and on. I could do a show just on your numerology. So hopefully that helps, Melissa.
Yeah.
If you have any
Perfect.
other question that I can, in particular, that I can just let me know.
Yeah. Thank you, Denise, and thank you, Melissa. We'd love to hear your feedback also. And question from Susanna. I've been seeing for years 727 on the clock, though the 27 is a number very connected to my life, my house number, the day my mother died, which was the day of my late brother's birthday. I can't seem to get the message because it has made me breakthroughs on different times. I tried Bible verses, add, multiplying, and dividing. They are all significant numbers. Do you have any idea if it keeps showing up? It's something unsolved, a protection?
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, and thank you so much for all of that, Susanna. And so again, I'm just like feeling chills in my body. So 27 in galactic numerology is embodiment, and 7 is transition. And then the 27, the 2 and the 7 adds up to 9, and that's evolution. So, and then the fact that like there's connection, the day that your mom passed. So like, what is the charge for that within you? Like, is that is it knowing that she's gone on to her next evolutionary stage? Is there still sadness? Like what is the charge to that? And then also that it was your brother's birthday. So embodiment, So 27 in galactic numerology is embodiment in wholeness. So it's fully embodying your divine state, your divineness on the earth and expressing that. And so it may correlate to the other embodiments in your life, your moms, your brothers, and yet it also is about your own embodiment as well. And then transition in the 7 in galactic numerology is the transition in wholeness. So it's like it's moving from one moment to the next moment with smoothness, with flow, with like not having that chunkiness of, as you're evolving and expanding, that you're moving from moment to moment to moment in a lot of flow. So it seems that and so galactic numerology is like it's new to the Earth star. It became embodied in me and came down and expresses like just in the last 4 years. Like so there's this whole new energy to numbers, because you could also look up traditional numerology. You could look up angel numbers. Like you said, you were looking at Bible verses. So I'm just curious what you're getting from these energies, like when they're coming to you through like through the galactic numbers, like what the galactic numbers mean. Embodiment. What is it that your soul wants you to embody in this lifetime? And then as you're going through the shifts and changes in your life, that it's really meant to come through with ease and grace. So you got a little transmission there as well. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope this
Beautiful.
helps. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Denise. And thank you also, Susanna, for your question. And we'd love to hear your feedback. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, those are the questions we received today. So thank you so much, Denise. Do you have maybe any message about the topic? Maybe last message before we end the call?
Yes, I mean, I see, Susanna, you gave me even more information, your life path number, and then this is an 8-year of clarity. So there's so much that we could go into in your numerology if you get called. And yet, just for everyone here today, that also to just realize that and to fully embody within yourself and trust that everything that you need, everything that's required for this lifetime, everything that's desired in this lifetime comes from within. And then, yes, there is all of this beautiful, we're getting so much assistance. We're getting assistance from all the cosmic beings, from all the energies within our own galactic system, within the solar system, all of that from the earth, from the elemental beings. There's so much assistance in all areas, and to be allowing ourselves more and more and more to be connecting into what the true dream of our soul is. And to be doing that by going within, and then again, if there's anything that's coming up that feels like it's replaying because it's coming in from your mind, or that it seems out of resonance with what you're wanting for yourself, that there's choices and there's change. There's something is asking to be changed and moved, and it's okay, because for eons and so many embodiments, there's been all of that, the record that's been stamped upon the humanness, and as it is releasing, just going in and noticing more and more and more how that's shifted for you and what truth is coming through for you. And to know that you are a beloved, you are unique, your divine uniqueness. We love the platform of this, that where you're at today. You are uniquely divine. You are your divine uniqueness and this very aspect, this very unique aspect of Source. And that alone, that birthright, dear ones, that is your ticket to freedom from the humanness, and no longer being in the world, no longer being of the world, being in the world and being able to function within the world, but not being of it, like engaging within it anymore. You're engaging within your own guidance and living your life that way. And then everything starts lining up. And when the challenges come in, you say, okay, that means that something's out of alignment. What is it? And then go within, go within, go within. Those are our parting energies. Go within. All the answers reside within. Bless you all. We love you, and we are so grateful for all that you are up to and all that you are doing on this life journey.
Yeah, beautiful. Very inspiring. Thank you so much, Denise. And yeah, just by the way, I saw your cats, but Zoom is hi, Denise.
What's that?
I saw your cats, but Zoom
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hi, Denise. We don't see you. So.
I know she's walking behind me, and my cat who's been with me for many, many, many lifetimes, and she really feels the energies. Yeah, there's her tail. Oh, yeah. I'm
Susanna,
so
she wants-
grateful for everybody. I'm so grateful for you, Mansaf. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just love being here. I love being with all of you, and I'm so grateful for your questions, because that helps everyone. It helps all of us. And so thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you're doing on your own individual and unique journey, because that we're all one, and it affects like everything and everyone around us. So thank you for all you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Very grateful to you, Denise. And Susanna, she writes, thank you. I felt the transmission's energy in my crown like a blessing, made me smile. Thank you both. Melissa, the first message my son's sent from the other side was the number 432.
Overflowing flow of belief. Yep, and that's 7, 8, 9. That's 9 again, evolution. Beautiful. Wow.
Karen, thanks very much. And yeah, thank you very much for your comments. Thank you everyone for joining us today, being here with us, co-creating with us this really wonderful experience with Denise. And yeah,
I guess we have to cut it off at some point. Keep going. So thank you all. Yeah. Thanks. And thank you all for your comments and your feedback and everything. I can see that also. And I'm going to read more of it after too. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so, and again, everyone, I invite you to visit the page. That includes the packages that Denise is offering us. We have 2 packages. The first one is a live group masterclass happening on January 25th. It's called The Star You Are, Your Soul's Intentions for 2024. And then package B includes the masterclass plus 60 minutes one-on-one private session with Denise. And the link is on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. Also, there is also in YouTube video description, and you can also click on the special offer button on the live events page, then the replay, and also in the replay page, or visit the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Denise, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Denise, DENISE. And yeah,
Beautiful.
so yeah, with that,
Also,
everyone.
next week at that, I was just realizing it's also the full moon, so we're going to be in the full
Oh,
moon
nice.
energy as we do that. The star that you are, your theme and your intentions for 2024. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, thank you again, Denise, and thank you everyone. I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye bye, everyone.